vehicle's coming and parking. It's a 1972. That's a GT. Check this out. Beautiful. That's a milky chocolate. Nice. Is that 1939 Chevy truck? Was that a 1939 Chevy truck? That was nice. On the other side, I'm heading over there in a little bit. 1972, just rolled in and parked. Like I said, it's a GT. But look, you can't tell me that there isn't some equipment on this vehicle that it wasn't born with. Let me ask him about it. How you doing? Let me ask you about your car. What did you add to it? There's some stuff it wasn't born with, is what I said.
Oh, it's a whole lot of everything added to it.
What's in the front right there? Is that checking your, what is that?
That's a tachometer.
Tachometer? All right, guys. Like I should know that, but I don't. Look at the bars on it. A tachometer. I may have seen that before, but I had to make sure. Nice Camaro, guys. 1968 Camaro. Check it out. Pretty, huh? You like them? Nice. Look at this Thunderbird. Is that yours? I probably talked to you about it before, but I love that car. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a 1955 Thunderbird. I found it up at Smith Mountain Lake several years ago.
Really?
The man brought him down from New York when he retired, and he started restoring it, and he died before he finished it.
Oh.
And his children didn't want it.
They didn't know what they had.
No, well, they knew, they just didn't want it.
Oh, wow.
So I ended up with it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm talking. Wait, I'm talking. I want to hear more about it. What have you done to it?
The only thing I had to do with it was paint it and put it back together. It was in a million pieces.
Oh, well, no wonder they didn't know what to do with it.
He had already bought it. In fact, he gave me all his invoices and books, and I added them up one day, and he had already spent over $30,000 on it.
I believe it.
My son said, "Daddy, you got a $30,000 worth of parts at a cut rate price," and they just threw the car in with it.
It's just a beautiful car. I mean, you can see a Doris Day driving down the freeway in this,
It's
right?
beautiful,
It's
really.
so clean. I guess you probably get a lot of compliments on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you'll never get rid of it, right?
right.
Smart man. You know what you've got. It's beautiful. I love that car. I really do. Oh, are they taking off already? 1968. Just nothing like it. I love the wide series tires too. The white, wow, gorgeous. I can't believe you're leaving already. It's so gorgeous. Bye, guys.
Chevrolets didn't contaminate my Ford.
There's nothing that can touch that. There's nothing that can touch the Thunderbird. Trust me. Are you putting a penny in? Is it a penny? Is that what it is? That's a 10 cent. Can you put a penny in there? Now that's about how long we have to do the cruising. Awesome. Thank you, sir. This is beautiful. One of these yours? It couldn't be. Let's talk about that one. Come on over here so I can see your car. Which way should we stand, Charles? Come on over here. You're parked next to a pretty car too, but tell me about yours.
It's a 2016 Dodge Scat Pack, 6.4 liter.
Scat Pack. I don't think I've heard of that.
It's one of the unique models.
It's a limited edition.
Yeah, and it's 485 horses square.
What's as fast as you've ever gone in it?
Martinsville?
No, out of the state and out of the area.
I have no idea.
You're not going to admit to anything.
No, because the next thing you know is like Facebook. And next thing
I
you know,
really like how, I've used this word earlier in the show, monochromatic. I like the same color in and out. And it looks really clean. I mean, it just kind of gives it that sleek look. Very Darth Vader-ish cool, right? I mean, what do you like most about your car?
I think probably it is space in the car. It doesn't feel like it's cramped. I can fit 5 people in that car comfortably.
Yeah, but you don't want to.
No.
Get out of my car.
No, it's not that. It's just, what the biggest thing, I've had Fords for quite a few years, but the Fords are just getting smaller, and I'm getting bigger, one of the two. So I
like it.
Thank you.
I mean, it's nice.
So I switched over to Dodge, and when they brought the Challengers out, yeah, I fell back in love again with the Dodge Challenger.
Yeah, people really love Challengers. This is a beautiful car. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. Dodge Challengers, just a lot of fun. I mean, my gosh. And wasn't his car nice? Beautiful Corvette. All right. It's a nice day for it, too. We're here at the Bassett Highway 57 Cruising. It's a GBAC event. And this is an event, let me get out of the way of the camera, just to get people here in Bassett to see all the wonderful things there are to see in Bassett. They're really doing a lot of renovations in downtown Bassett, 1965. Lots of vehicles here. What I said in the beginning is still true of the Bassett Highway 57 Cruising. Any make and model is invited. Listen, motorcycles show up. Classic cars show up. 1939. Sometimes I can't believe the years on these vehicles. Like that's a 1950. Super clean, super sleek. And it's hard to believe. Like a 1939, that's an old vehicle. How y'all doing? Hey family, come on over here and talk to me real quick. I think you have some pretty big numbers here tonight.
Yeah, we've physically counted them, and we're coming up with 290, but we expanded the parking lot on the right.
Yeah.
And we're just about full over there, so I hesitate to say it, but it's got to be close to 400 cars here today.
Yeah.
The numbers at the ticket booth are not saying it, but I mean,
I think people are just sneaking in.
wait, maybe.
Listen, it's a free event. You don't have to sneak in. We want to know how many people are coming, right?
That's right.
Because you keep track of these numbers so you can let the GBAC group know that this is an increasing event, right?
Well,
what are you thinking about next year, by the way?
We got a few ideas for next year. The reason a lot of people don't like registering, because it's a little, you got to stop and write your address, but that gives us contact information, so we can email you. We send out a mass email saying, hey, this is going on.
Yeah.
So we got that going on. Plus we got what they call a heat map, where you can tell actually where cars are coming from.
Yeah.
We're pulling cars all the way from Beckley, West Virginia, all the way down to Kernersville, on down into Carolina. There's a group here today from Greensboro.
Yeah.
There's one guy from Wilmington, North Carolina here. So, I mean, we are tickled to have these guys. And also, that information proves that we are reaching that far out. So those numbers and those addresses let us know where they're coming from. And we actually use that information to get a grant to help with advertising. So so it's more than a cumbersome little form you fill out just to get your door prize ticket.
Right.
We get a lot of information off that.
All right, so share your information when you register, guys, because it does help, and we want to know where you're coming from, and we want to know how we're growing, because it's a growing event.
Oh yeah, like I said, we have expanded the parking lot on the right, and we moved it back a couple of rows, and like I said, if it's not 400 cars here, I don't know, man.
You don't know how to count it.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us.
All right, see y'all.
All right, a lot of fun, guys. Always is. Today is not as hot. One of the things we can appreciate about fall weather, not as hot. Listen, we have great sponsors for this event. We do kind of want to let everybody know that the first segment, always sponsored by Dillon Insurance. What a great Bassett Highway 57 Cruise-In supporter and part of this event, organizer. We have Papa's Pizza. Saw him today in what looked like a big old Hummer. I mean, that was an awesome car. And we have the Crash Center. Go see Jimmy at the Crash Center. He does amazing work, loves the classic cars, and of course Ace Heritage. So all of those folks are part of the sponsors. Each of them get their own segment, and they're all part of the sponsors that make this possible. Beautiful. We're down by the river next. We're taking pictures of you. You're taking pictures of us. It's like, great, that'll work. And usually this is where you want to be, is down by the river, because it's so hot. But tonight, nice and cool over here in Bassett. All right, guys. Talking about a good-looking car, right? Beautiful. And the thing about these vehicles, inside and out, they're gorgeous. The engines are gorgeous. Look, this is an example of a vehicle, and it's in the modification process behind me here. But look at this one. This one's a finished product. Gorgeous. Wide, white walls. Look at the lines on this vehicle. That vehicle's going to be classic forever. A Ford with a V8.